I am Baran, an independent developer working solo on horror multiplayer game called No Checkout. This project has been both technical challenge and creative outlet, where I design, code, test, and polish every system myself. And this Devlog series is where I bring you behind the scenes, into the guts of what makes this game tick. Each episode focuses on a specific part of the development process. Sometimes it's a complex AI mechanic, sometimes a visual effect, and sometimes, like today, it's about crafting an experience that gets under your skin without even moving. If this breakdown was helpful or interesting, consider subscribing. I will be sharing more from the development process as I go. In this episode, I want to introduce you to a character unlike any other in the game. She doesn't chase, she doesn't speak. Her name is SIREN. SIREN waits quietly in the depths of the abandoned huttle. Her eyes are closed. She mutters like she's breathing memories. At first glance, she might seem harmless to the player, a piece of scenery, a lifeless figure. But once the silence breaks, her true form is revealed. She responds with a scream, but it's not just a sound. That scream triggers area effects in different elements: fire, poison, thick smoke. These effects never leave the room. They turn it into a death trap. And this isn't a one-time response. SIREN can fall asleep again, but she never forgets. SIREN is triggered primarily by a sound. Here, the shared foundation of all NPCs in the game comes into play, the perception class, the base of every sensory system we have built. Like all enemies in No Checkout, SIREN directly inherits from the perception. This means her hearing capabilities aren't a plugin or add-on. They are part of her identity. Internally, every time a player makes a noise, a sound pulse signal is emitted, a spatial ripple that fades with the distance. SIREN listens for these pulses through their own area 3D, calibrated specifically for her. She doesn't react to every noise, only those loud or close enough to matter. And when she hears something, she doesn't instantly scream. Instead, she enters a disturbed state, quiet, calculating, listening for more. This extra layer of delay gives players a chance to correct their mistakes or double down and trigger the chaos. It's not just a binary trap, it's a sound-based tension system, one that rewards careful movement and punishes the carelessness. The beauty of using a unified perception base is that every NPC, not just SIREN, plays by same underlying sensory rules, but each one interprets what they hear in radically different way. SIREN's threat doesn't end with a scream. That scream unleashes something primal. Every time she awakens, she releases an array of effect skill in one of several elemental forms: fire, poison, smoke. But I didn't want these effects to look just dramatic. I wanted them to feel like they understood the space they existed in. That means building something that felt deliberate, not random. Each room in No Checkout has a custom room area, an area 3D that defines its spatial boundaries. When SIREN screams, she spawns a skill scene containing its own area 3D as well. As that effect spreads, it constantly checks: am I still inside the room where I was born? If yes, it continues. If no, it stops immediately. This game made a simple rule that players could learn over time. If you keep SIREN contained, you can contain the danger. Suddenly, doors had meaning, small rooms became traps, and long hallways became brief moments of safety. On the code side, I made sure each skill scene manages its own logic. There is no centralized controller or global spread manager. Each skill knows where it started, how far it can go, and when to shut itself down. This approach made debugging easier and allowed me to expand the system later. I can add new elements or behaviors without rewriting the core logic. In short, SIREN screams isn't just dangerous because of what it does, it's dangerous because of where it does it. And that's what turns a loud moment into a tactical nightmare. SIREN isn't a monster, she's an echo. The hotel may be abandoned, but to her, it's still full of memories, sounds, and broken questions. I didn't want her to be driven by aggression or random movements. I wanted her to be reactive, a mirror to the player's presence. She doesn't haunt you, she waits for you to mess up. Her behavior is controlled by a simple final state machine: resting, disturbed, and awakened. This state system became the spine of how she exists in the world. And to make that feel truly natural, I designed her animation state machine to mirror these exact states. So when the transition from the resting to disturbed, it's not just the logic. Her body language, her sounds, her stillness, everything changes with it. Resting state, she doesn't move, she doesn't care, but she is there, right beside you. If you are quiet, she will stay that way. Disturbed, the muttering stops. Her head turns toward the noise. She doesn't wake up yet, but the room tenses. You feel the shit before anything happens. An awakened state. Her scream is instantly absolute. The light feels colder. Her body twists violently. Elemental effects burst outward as if her emotions are leaked into the world. There is no safe direction, only reaction time. This entire flow might sound simple, but it creates something I didn't fully expect during the testing. Fear of failure that builds silently. I dreamed players pausing at doorways, listening and thinking, not because the game told them to, but because they learned it. And that's the kind of emergent behavior I was aiming for. Not jump scares, not scripted encounters, but the real fear, born from a system they understand and know they can break. SIREN is one of the more experimental NPCs I've added to No Checkout. She doesn't move, she doesn't chase, but she changes how players behave just by existing. Her state machine is minimal, and the logic behind her behavior is clean. But the effect she creates in a room is immediate and tense, exactly what I was aiming for. Thanks for watching this devlog and following along with the development of No Checkout. In the next stage, I will be working on Steam integration, making sure the game runs smoothly online and can support matchmaking, lobbies and platform features. If you are interested in how the project evolves from here, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one.